Hey folks, welcome to B5 Bricks, hope you're all well. In today's video, it's a super quick Black Friday tips rundown, and I'm giving you my top tips to get the most out of Black Friday 2020, especially if you're buying Lego like me, and I'll try to keep this as short as possible. Tip 1. If you're in the US or any territory where Honey can give you discounts, then download the extension to your web browser. Check their site to see if your country has it available first. And I'd recommend you either use a tablet or a laptop if you can when you're shopping online this weekend. It just makes it easier, and of course you'll be able to use the Honey extension. Now, if you don't already know, Honey will search through loads of coupons and additional discounts when you go to checkout and apply the discounts for you automatically, even on Black Friday. It works not only on Amazon but lots of other online retailers. You might think, why is this number one? Well, you can often get an extra 5% due to some random coupon applied to an item that already has a discount. So hey, 5% is 5%. So for the sake of adding this extension to your browser, come on, what are you waiting for? Honey is really good for online clothing retailers, but in the US especially, they offer loads of good deals on toys as well. Tip 2. Stick to your wish list. Now, it doesn't have to be an Amazon wish list, although that is probably better, but you might just have one written down somewhere. But the key to not getting sidetracked and making impulse buys that you are only justifying because they're cheap is to stick to the wish list. Have all the sets you have in mind only. When you're creating a wish list, be realistic. Don't add like every city set or like all the Friends sets, and I would prioritize the sets that are close to retirement if you can. So for me this year, the Death Star and the Tantive 4, but really think carefully about the sets you really want to buy. And think about how many big sets do you really want as well. What space have you got in the house? And don't suffer from the fear of missing out. There's always going to be somebody who has every single set, but that's not normal. Just be happy with what you can get. And also, if it's a gift for a child, make sure they really actually do want it. Is it on their Santa list this year? For larger sets, you might actually be better buying them in the Lego store and getting VIP points or double VIP points and using them next year. The gift with purchase can be nice to receive when you do this too. Also, on Black Friday, you're not going to see sets like the Razor Crest with decent discounts before Christmas, so it's one for waiting for after Christmas, especially the week before New Year, is when you might see more recent releases on discount, as retailers are trying to maximise sales. It's also a good time to put some Christmas money you might have got to good use as well, so sometimes it's better to hold off until that period for those newer releases. Tip 3. Set a budget. Be realistic about how much you can justify spending and stick to the budget. Use a credit card. Try not to buy things with a debit card. Credit cards are safer anyway and offer guarantees that debit cards don't. But the other reason is having time to afford things, offsetting payments. Now I'm going to spend probably £700 this weekend on my card. That's a lot for some people, but I'm going to buy toys for birthdays next year as well. And I also know I'm making really good savings. I'm not buying anything full price. I'm buying sets that are at least 30% off or more, so it's worth it. And they're actually sets I want to buy, no impulse buys. If you can get a card with 0% for 6 months and you can pay £100, $100 a month, then you're sorted. Just use it once a year, even snap it up after Black Friday weekend if you have to. But yeah, an affordable credit card that you can use once a year for Black Friday or Christmas in general is a really useful thing. Don't max it out and make sure you keep up with payments, and it'll help your credit score too. You don't want to get yourself in too much debt or extend your debt when you can't afford it. It goes without saying, and it's hard to do with an expensive hobby like Lego, but think long term. You don't want to be surrounded by Lego sets in February with no heating and you're eating beans for a month. Tip 4. Cross-checking. Now, Amazon have the Lego Wall Art Marilyn Monroe set reduced by 32%. This is really good. It makes it £77. This is a set you will struggle to see in most retailers. The Lego store itself will never drop the price below 20% on this, so it's totally worth getting this from Amazon, but I still cross-check. As I'm in the UK, I checked with other retailers like Argos, John Lewis, Hamleys, all the rest. None of them had this at a discount, so I've added it to my basket and I've purchased it. On the flip side, whilst I was doing this, I noticed the Friends Lighthouse Rescue set, which is on my wish list as well, and it's usually £55. It went down on Amazon to £34. Now, that's pretty good, but I cross-checked this, of course, over a few sites, and unbelievable, it's only £27 in Tesco supermarket. That's half price. Even better, they had one at the Tesco Extra in my city. I reserved it and I picked it up when I took my wife to work this morning, so I saved an extra £7 for the sake of 30 seconds of looking on other sites. Tip 5. Check physical retailers. Now this is going to be tricky for lots of us as COVID means lots of stores are closed in various places, but there are still the big supermarket chains like Tesco, Asda and Sainsbury's in the UK. They all carry a decent stock of Lego sets and they are dropping their prices. In the US, it's the same with Target, Kohl's and Walmart. Shop around if you can, check the larger stores first, and try not to buy anything else in the store when you go. This is a mission, a Lego mission, and you need to stay focused. If you've got a few hours off and you're allowed to travel, then it might be worth hopping over to all your nearby stores and head straight to the toy aisle and check. I have managed to get loads of cheap sets this way, especially on Black Friday weekend, and I usually go early in the morning to avoid the traffic and the people. Do the same if you can. Another random store to mention here for viewers in the UK is Dobby's Garden Centre. Yes, it's mental. Some people don't even know this, but they all sell Lego in their toy bit, and depending on stock levels and the size of their store, you can very occasionally find really good discounts, and even retired sets that they have lying around and they're discounted heavily. Tip 6. eBay. Now eBay isn't the first place you'd think about when it comes to Black Friday, but why not? There are actually proper toy retailers selling sets on there, and many of them do Black Friday offers as well. eBay themselves are also offering 20% on selected small businesses this weekend, and there's an additional 5% off from certain authorized sellers, so it's worth cross-checking some sets on there, but I would only go for it if there's free shipping and they are a seller in your territory. No point buying from a seller in China just now, it might not even get here before Christmas. Hey, it's Christmas, it's time for fun and you need to de-stress. Try to keep sane when shopping. To conclude, I have to stress, set a budget, don't impulse buy, stick to sets you actually want, use the Honey extension and cross-check with other sites and stores before making a purchase. Black Friday can be really rewarding. I have saved so much money on Lego in the past, and one thing to keep in mind is that you should be content with your budget and what you can afford. You should be happy if you got yourself a bargain, if you got the gift for the kids that they really wanted. You took your time to make a considered purchase, it wasn't spur of the moment, it was planned on the wish list, and you got that big Star Wars set you always wanted all year, and you saved 30% or 40%. Now you've got more money left over for more important things, like food. I really hope this has been helpful. I hope you get some bargains. I really hope you get that special Lego gift for someone who really appreciates it. If you're new to the channel, you won't know that I will never ever buy Lego at full price unless it's at the Lego store and I'm using VIP points. I track prices through the year using the price tracker app and Camel, and I buy a huge chunk of sets this weekend in Black Friday and in the sales, particularly in December and January. For more details, check out the video in the description. Have you got any other tips? Have you got any bargains yourself? Let me know in the comments and leave me a like. It's great to get some support for the channel. And hey, if you like this video, why not subscribe and hit the notifications bell too so you don't miss a thing. And check out some of my other videos here too on simple mocks, money saving tips and my micro Gotham City build. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.